welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was for the week March 20th to March 26th, 2009. No movie news this week, so let's jump straight into the TV related news. Peter McDermott has updated our Smallville episode guide with his summary of the most recent Season 8 episode Turbulence, while Neal Bailey and Douglas Trumbull have written their reviews for this same episode, with Doug rating this episode a 3 out of 5, while Neal was less impressed, giving it a 1 out of 5. The 17th episode of Season 8 of Smallville aired this week. Titled Hex, this episode saw the magician Zatanna come to town and grant Chloe's birthday wish to be more like Lois, resulting in the two switching bodies. She also granted Clark his deepest wish. Come by the website in a few days' time to check out our episode summary and reviews. TVGuide.com published an interview with Surinder Swan, who played Zatanna on Smallville, where she talks about auditioning for the role and not initially knowing that her character was the Mistress of Magic. ET Online caught up with Cassidy Freeman, who plays Tess Mercer on Smallville, to see if they could get any inside information on the upcoming Season 8 finale, where two characters are supposed to die. She said, "They are not even telling us. They're holding off as long as they can, letting us know who is coming back next year. The show is going into Season 9. I don't even know if Tess Mercer is going into Season 9. Speaking of who will die on Smallville, to go along with our latest poll, Superman homepage writer G.V. Goldwitzer has written a for and against breakdown of who might die in Season 8's finale. Visit the site to check it out and have your say in the poll. DC Comics released their June 2009 solicitations this week. We highlighted for you all the Superman related comics and products soon to be released. Of special interest was the Action Comics Annual Number 12, which will show us the origin of Nightwing and Flamebird. Superman homepage Ask Matt fan forum was updated once again this week. Matt Idelson, DC Comics editor, answers your questions about the Superman comic books. Visit the site now to read Matt's answers to the latest batch of questions put to him by fellow Superman fans. ComicBookResources.com published an interview with writer Greg Rucka in which he discusses Action Comics. It has some spoiler details about the identities of Nightwing and Flamebird if you haven't read the latest issue yet, but it's well worth checking out. Superman comics we reviewed this week included Supergirl number 39, which was reviewed by Jeffrey Bridges, who said, "It's all just a little sloppy and disjointed," and he rated it a 3 out of 5. Trinity number 42 was reviewed by our own trinity of reviewers, with Neil and Jeffrey giving this issue a 1 out of 5, while Barry gave it a 3 out of 5. Black Lightning Year 1 number 6, the final issue in this miniseries, was reviewed by Neal Bailey, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying, "This was a hell of a series." And Adam DeChannel reviewed Super Friends number 13, saying, "Marginally better effort," and he rated it a 3 out of 5. Superman comic shipping this week from March 25th include Justice League of America number 31, Superman 686, Trinity number 43, Superman Batman Enemies Among Us trade paperback, Showcase presents Ambush Bug Volume 1 trade paperback, and JLA Classified Classic Superman action figure. In other news, earlier this month we reported that the town of Metropolis, Illinois will soon be featured on the Travel Channel's Extreme series. We now know that the Travel Channel has scheduled the Metropolis segment to air on Wednesday, June 3rd. Episode 51 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. Neal Bailey and I discuss Smallville Season 8, who will die in the season finale, Superman World of New Krypton and other comics, Superman Batman Public Enemies animated movie, 2009 Superman Celebration, and more. Be sure to also check out Last Son of Krypton Chapter 51 and Lost Daughter of Krypton Chapter 23 audio dramas from pendantaudio.com. The Superman homepage has teamed up with Styling Online to give away a Superman Splatter logo t-shirt. Entries close midnight Monday, April 20th, so visit the website now to submit your entry. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940 Superman radio series. Visit the site now to check out his review of The Mystery of the Sleeping Beauty, in which a sleeping woman is found floating on a barge out in the ocean. Lastly, I'm happy to announce that the Superman homepage caption contest is back. See what humorous captions you can come up with for this picture and visit the website now to get involved. And that's all the Superman related news there was for the week March 20th to March 26th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
dun dun. Death on Smallville. 2 characters. One a long-term character, one a character that's only been around for a short time. Now for the last, I don't know, 9 years? Is it going to be 9? No, 8 years. I don't know, what year are we in? 57? Anyway, for the whole time Smallville has been on, pretty much every season has had a character who's introduced to die. There's Whitney, there's Jensen Ackles, whatever his character's name was, I honestly forget. It was so abysmal. You got, basically kind of the Brainiac Zod thing. Who else? Yeah, because Brainiac hasn't been seen that often. Although they seem to come back a little bit once or twice. And then now you've got both Tess and Doomsday. Doomsday was made to die again and again and again and again. So I'm guessing it's not him because he's already died on the show about 6 or 8 billion times. So probably Tess, which would, stick to the continuity that Smallville tends to follow and kill Miss Tessmacher before Lex Luthor is even in New York. But the long-term character. Normally I'd be like, man, it's Chloe's time. Maybe she could develop Clark as a person. But now I'm so lost with the way the show has diverged from continuity. It would have made sense at the end of Season 3 when they initially did it. That would have been a really poignant place for her to die and for him to move on. But over the course of time, people have just gotten so used to the character that you can't kill it. It's like Captain Kirk, It's like you got to do a whole movie in order to kill Captain Kirk, And it's like Chloe, outside of the comics, has elevated herself in this show to the point where you can't kill her without killing some essential essence of the show. And the other thing is, since the show has systematically killed off its essences, Pa Kent, Ma Kent, Lionel Luthor, Lex Luthor, there's like nobody on the show who's original and was part of the spirit of the show, other than Welling. You could either kill Welling or you could kill Allison Mack. Those are like the only long-term cast members. It's not going to be Lois. Or if it is, that would just be weird. But, I don't know. I just wish that it were less about, ooh, neat, look, a death, and more about, oh, look, neat, character.
Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.